Hello humans, peoples, others, and welcome back to my inn. Today we're doing something different. Welcome to Tales of the Tavern. We're talking about the Divine King again. Uh, but we're going to talk about it in a different form. I've made something in Minecraft and all that, so, I will be telling the story while there in front of a hearth I made in there. So yeah, and then I'll do clips of a different part of the same world, probably. But yeah, it'll be cool. I think, hopefully. So, onwards to the storytelling and all that. And welcome to the Minecraft recreation of my inn for some reason. Yeah, because I can't do art, I had to make it a Minecraft and all that, because, yeah. I think I did kind of good, but I'm not showing off the build, because it's not technically done yet. So for now, we will just have it running. Yeah, and I'll read the story, which is called The Ascension of the First, which in the lore it was made by the Witch Queen. So yeah, hopefully I don't mess up while reading it. If I do, I'm sorry. There once was a young adventurer who at this time seemed to be no more than 20 years of age. One day, after being sent on a quest in the woods of a nation that was fated to fall then rise once more, he stumbled upon a scorched trail. Through his youthful curiosity, he followed it, finding corpses of twisted monsters, the likes of which he would have only seen in stories. He, in his curiosity, searched around this now obvious battlefield, and picked up one of the accursed weapons used by the monsters. It was a dark weapon that looked like a spear, with a serrated tip in the shape of a hook. He looked at this weapon in his hands in horror. By the gods from heaven and back, horrid monsters with weapons like this deserve nothing but death, he said as he tossed it to the ground in disgust. He then continued on his way through the woods, but now, with his hands on the old sword at his side, he eventually came across a clearing with a glowing orb of golden light floating in the middle of it. Around there were signs of battle, such as severed wings, these beautiful swords with gleaming blades, spears, shattered bone, shields, and horns, and this scared the young adventurer. The scattered remnants from the battlefield would have to wait, though. The ball of light seemed to call to him. Its glow seemed so enchanting, almost angelic to him, and that he couldn't help but walk towards it. The orb seemed to steal all sense of danger from the young adventurer. As he approached it, every step he took, the louder it called to him. The orb's voice became almost audible. "Reach for me and avenge the fallen. Take me and slay the wicked," it told him. Then he touched it. As he made contact with the orb, a searing pain began to rush through his body as the area around him went ablaze with divine flames. He screamed from it as the orb slowly moved into his chest and disappeared. His face contorted with pain as the flames around him drew nearer. He suddenly fell to his hands and knees, the divine fire dispersing instantly, and began to cry. He collapsed soon after and cried for hours, a battle warring in his head. After several hours of the young adventurer being on the ground, he stood up, his mood completely shifted, for he began to hold himself with confidence. He held his hand up in front of him and began to focus, and eventually, as his irises turned to a bright golden color, a sword sheathed in divine fire materialized. While this adventurer acquired this power, sourced from the heavens themselves, fate seemed to quake, and the future began to look brighter. And thus, the story ends. Yeah, to the outro and all that. So yeah, see you there. And thus we are at the end of the video. Sorry if it was kind of boring or any of that. Hopefully I added anything, though I probably won't add too much. Like, comment, subscribe if you really want to. I I actually submitted this story for event. Yeah, for an event. I actually passed through the event and all that. I succeeded and got whatever. So yeah, this is not the video for the week. I'll talk more about stuff then, I guess. Yeah, bye.